Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Dicefolk. It is as far as I can tell, a really slick-looking Dicebuilder roguelike made by the developers of Tunchy? I have no idea how that one was pronounced. It was a beat-em-up roguelike that I didn't play too much of, but it looked nice. So, Warrior Talisman. Okay, so we got Talismans, and then we've got Shrine Chimera. Oh, I have no idea what any of this is. We're just gonna dive in and see what happens.
When Salem bewitched the most powerful chimeras of the Morning Reach, humanity almost disappeared 300 years ago. Today, the mad sorcerer sleeps deep in the heart of the Eborian Peak to the east, from which his evil grip still controls the magical fauna of our lands. However, us Dicefolk, masters of will-bending dice, are able to command chimeras as well. At least, that's what the books told us. If humanity is too weakened to fight back Salem, I
Out there, it doesn't take too long before we're stopped by Salem's chimeras. No worries, my chimeras are here to protect me. Each chimera has a unique ability made up of a trigger followed by an effect. The chimeras facing each other are called leaders of their team. They're ready to take action. White dice let me command my team. Dark dice let me command the enemies. I must click on a die to make the corresponding chimera perform an action. Oh, that's interesting. Rotate left, right, idle, attack. Okay, so we have the Mahamut. It doesn't seem like any of these matter too much. However, we want to rotate so my beefier guy takes the hit. When all the dice are used, it can end the turn, roll new dice. Okay, this is interesting. Need to be careful, enemy chimeras have their own abilities. Attacked, gain 2 strength for the rest of turn. So, to some degree, what we want to do is actually rotate, attack. So we want to let him attack me first, at least when I can't kill him. Random rotation, bulk up. 2 strength for the rest of the turn. Okay, well this is charming. I like that animation too. That's really nice. Okay, so collect my loot. Paper, shield, on spawn, gains guard, and a heal token. Target chimera heals max life. Found a token, it can be very handy in battle. Okay, and then a paper shield. New piece of equipment. I can either click it or drag and drop to a chimera. Well, we might as well start with it on our current leader. When traveling, I can always take a look at my team and manage it. Now where should I go next? So we've got an abandoned tent, battles, we've got some fancy things. I want to go here, probably, because whatever this is seems like either a new monster or some kind of upgrade that I want to grab. Okay, so chimeras and equipment have many abilities. During battles, they can inflict debuffs or grant buffs. You can consult on how these will affect my chimeras at any time. So if in the lead attacks the opposing leader on spawn, and then on spawn gains shield. Guard. Affected chimera does not receive damage from the next attack targeted at it. Flash attack. Leader attacks and opposing leader counterattacks. What is a reckless attack? Incapacitated, but we don't have to worry about it. But we will rotate, and then random? Unfortunate. Okay, so we have a clash attack and another rotation, and not much else. Yeah, I'm just gonna have this guy take some hits, because we got the heal token, so I can use that whenever. Let's see, do I want to use the heal token now? Yeah. This is more or less 50%. Not quite there. Ranged attack. Okay, free rotation. They can't do anything else. Oh. Rotate left. I am noticing there is a difference in terms of damage. Random rotation, reckless attack, and a clash attack. Random rotation. Perfect. Got the right guy. Of course, right guy is now incapacitated, but whatever, it's fine. I'm curious about ranged attacks. I'm curious about if I can even modify my dice. I'm assuming we're kind of in a tutorial fight and can't do anything cool. Go for the Chimera Shrine. The Chimera here doesn't seem aggressive. I see. It's attracted by my talisman. If I recruit it, it'll replace one of my current ones. I can only recruit in a shrine once per region. Maybe there's a more interesting one in a different shrine. Need to make a good decision. So enemy rotation, if in the lead, attacks the opposing leader whenever enemies rotate. Interesting. I like it. I like the idea of it. My only immediate problem with it at the moment is I'd like to see what the other ones are. If I reject it, you know what? I don't like the idea of it being like, you can only recruit one in the region. It's only possible to recruit one of them. I wish this would not go away. I wish they would all universally go away when I switch. But that's... Or not when I switch. When I pick one. Because it effectively forces me to choose here without actually seeing what my other options are. And I don't care for that. Extra max HP on spawn inflicts sleep. Must be attacked in order to wake up. I don't think I like that. We have a bonfire. I guess let's head for the next Chimera statue, see what it can get. Man, the critters are really nicely animated. Okay, so we are on guard. We can take the hit. Guard. Guard again. Ranged attack. Do we actually want to do that? I think so. And then I have to rotate right. Okay. Do we want to do the random rotation? Enemy taunt. Affected chimera is the designated target of the next opposing attack. Random rotation. Taunt. I could do a reckless attack, but let's do a random rotation, because no matter what, we're going to get more damage. Alright. We're incapacitated for only the rest of the round, so it doesn't really matter. How does this guy work? Attack steals gold from the target. Oh. Yeah, I don't want that. Let's do a random rotation. Not the right guy, but it's fine. Mink pocket, of course. What? Oh. Oh. I was hoping a ranged attack would let me attack with him, but no, it just... It's fine. It's not what I was hoping for. But what else was I going to do? At least I've learned. Hopefully we get another rotation. Let's see. Random rotation. Like it's... Nope. The wrong guy. It's fine. I'll probably be replacing this Belloid anyway, because it's not that good. Okay. Lightly heals the chimera of your choice. The one that is near death. Okay. There's the shrine. Again, let's see what this one does. Turn ends. If not in the lead, attacks a random opponent once. You know what? I'm actually going to recruit this one. Replace that. I should have healed him. I wonder if we get extra slots, too. But I'll have to see if I can give it some extra damage. Because if I can have him not be in the lead and just wailing on things, that seems like it would actually work out really well for me. Okay, so they have a random. I kind of want to kill this thing if I can. I don't like the rotate left and right. However, okay. So if attacked, bonus for the rest of turn. There we go. And we're back. I guess I could have cycled that a little bit. Okay, so he's got a ranged attack. But honestly, I think I just want him to hit my guard. Okay, we want to just kill the Boglin. I could. Okay, end turn. Let him continuously just do his thing. Rotate left. Attack first. Okay, random rotation. Not a big fan of random rotation. Okay. Because mainly I want Karaskull. Oh, I could have actually just killed it without doing that. I'm a fool. Whatever. I want Karaskull to never be in the lead. If I can manage it. We'll see. Okay, so we have broodberries. Eat a sweet broodberry. Let's just work on that. Can't go back there. Nothing to do. I'm afraid of the shop. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to afford the cool things. Okay, so he does a ranged attack. I mean, I guess I might as well have him hit. Oh, and it loses strength for the rest of battle. Okay, rotate left, so that puts him in front. Let's just bulk up. And kill. Free rotation. Because we want to take damage from that guy if possible. And unfortunately, this puts Karaskull in the front. We don't get to benefit from it as much as I'd like. I think I'm actually going to start throwing some ranged attacks at Karaskull. Okay, guard up. Clash attack. Reckless attack. And then a random rotation, which unfortunately doesn't pan out the way I want it to, but it's fine. Random rotation, and he dies. Alright, so we have a Dice Smith. Ooh. Okay, so tokens. No, free rotation is really big. Target ally gains 2 strengths for the rest of battle. Hold up. Target ally, it attacks the enemy leader. I do actually have some money here. I'm gonna buy the strengthened 1. Okay, so just gotta choose. Yeah, leader stays idle. We want to replace these faces because they're just bad. The support attack. Do we want a free rotation? Ah, small die only lasts for 1 round. This one's tough. I think I'm going to leave and hope that shop stays open. It looks like it does. Yes. So I can go to the shop now. So what do we have? +3 strength. Damage dealt while attacking bosses increased by 50%. Attacker deals 5 bleed. Oh, when attacked, 5 bleed to the attacker. We could also get another heal all token. Every time its team rotates, affected chimera takes bleed. Interesting. And solid? Something to consider. Let's go to the let's battle. Oh, it's Just one? Is this a boss? I have no idea. Okay. Turn start gains an amount of strength equal to opposing leader's strength for the rest of turn. Alright, so we clash. Then I guard, then I attack, and then it dies. Oh! I didn't have to use that die. I just have to use all of my enemies' dies. Oh. Okay, well there's the boss. We have an elite battle. Bonfire. Let's go to the abandoned tent. What does this have? Equipment slot to every chimera on the team. Oh. Yeah, it's nice. And let's go to the elite battle. Okay. No more opponent dice. Attacks the... Oh, so I have to worry about that. And... yeah. I guess let's do the clash attack first. I mean, do I want to do that? Or do I want to go for the heals? Let's cancel. Oh no, I have to. But I don't have to yet. Okay. Leave Chisley for the end. Let's see. All available dice. Enemy dice have been played. So, that's kind of good, actually. Okay, so we have a rotation, but we don't care too much. Let's strengthen one. Who do we strengthen? Periskull or Belloid? Guess I'm just going to boost him. He's going to do a taunt, and they have to do a random rotation, which is fine. Okay, I guess let's do an enemy taunt and kill it. And I have one die left and a shield. Okay, so we have a random. Rotates left. Rotates left again. And I still don't have to do anything. Yeah, having that Periskull in the back works wonders for me. Okay, Chisley's a bit of a pain, but also dead. I might want to give that Periskull the base damage as well. Dice Fragment. No more dice, deals 1 damage to all opponents 6 times. And we've got a free rotation times 2. I'm going to get rid of the random rotations, because I don't like those. Ideally, I'd like to get some more attack style upgrades or something. Let's go back and take a look at this. Target an ally, it attacks the enemy leader. Yeah, why don't we grab that? Let's see, because we have a movement die. Do we care? It's better to keep the movement die and throw these onto the idle spaces for the time being. Okay, we're out of money. I could have gone for some equipment, but I think I'm fine. So what to do? Rest, eat, or sew a pouch. Increase a random stat of every chimera. I think I'm gonna eat. Strength, 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 and strength. Yeah, that was vaguely worth it. Let's go fight the boss. Okay, Strizzly. Chisley, okay. Enemy ranged attack. To be careful, it's a boss. He even comes with a special die that only the boss can use. Just have to defeat the boss to win the battle. Okay, so here's the thing. So, I'm just gonna make it so we're not fighting him. Or we might take some damage, though. Okay, unfortunately, Karaskull is going to bleed. But there's only so much I can do about that. If I can get rid of Chisley, though, we don't have to worry about it as much. Okay, strengthen 1, 2 strengths for the rest of battle. I mean, in retrospect, I might as well just give it all to Belloid. Oh, bleed does go down. That's super helpful, actually. Okay. We do have a clash, but let's do a random rotation. Clash. Ranged attack. Now, I actually do want to hit Strizzly when and where I can. Okay. That's a lot of ranged attacks. Okay, let's guard. And then end turn. Because luckily bleed isn't a problem for me at the moment. Random. Either attacks or turns in a random direction. That works fine. But we're going to bulk up and hit him. It's just for the rest of the turn. Okay, then swap him back. Because I want to kill this guy. Boss swap. Boss does not lead. Nothing happens. Otherwise it idles. Okay, let's do a random rotation. Enemy attack. But we've got shields. I guess I kind of have no choice at this point. Alright, let's see. As a clash. Actually works really well for me. Kind of. Rotates a couple times and we get him with a reckless attack. Yeah, we got him. I'm hoping we heal after this fight, though. Okay, so he attacks me. Strengthen my Belloid. And kill. I am really jonesing for a heal after this fight. I hope we get it. Attack inflicts 2 confusion. Every time it attacks, affected chimera takes an amount of damage equal to the confusion value. That's pretty good. Hurt heals 1 every turn, or max HP attacked minus... Helix Pendulum is good, though. I'm just going to put it on that. I should have actually done Dice Fragment, in retrospect. Now, is that it for the demo? Oh, that's it for the demo. That's a really solid demo, but I wish it went for, like, a little bit longer. Because it doesn't even look like I get any unlocks. Yeah, just one more region would have made this much more satisfying. It's fine as it is, but it's kind of one of those sorts like, but I want to play more. I want to see the die faces get a little bit more interesting, and I do kind of... I do disagree with the whole, like, you can only pick 1 monster per region. I think that's kind of fine, but maybe, like, the first region gives you a couple more. The really basic starter monsters are kind of boring, and it'd be really nice to get, like, a full team earlier, or something. I don't really know how to handle that one. Monster Collection roguelikes are a tough thing to pull off, because effectively, your starter monsters are boring, and you want to swap them out as soon as possible, and the longer the game withholds that, the kind of stinkier it feels. Personally, I think you should actually just have 3 options, but the starter monsters are actually kind of decent, so you don't necessarily want to swap them out. It's kind of more of like, here's what your build is, but you go to the next region, you're like, oh, this new monster fits my build better, but it doesn't have the stat upgrades that I accrued from the previous campfires or something like that. Kind of like a, do you want to hold your monsters or do you want to replace them? Monster Train is probably the best example I can think of for this, where it does drip feed monsters kind of, but it's pretty good at getting you your first couple of monsters really fast. to have some semblance of a build. You've got your champion monster, which is just always good and useful in every situation. And then, you know, maybe a couple of like frontliners or DPS or something like that that you pick up over the next like over the first 3 zones, and then that's it, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Because my big worry with this one is that you're going to effectively have 1 or 2 lead weights that are just stuck with you until you hit the 3rd region, and presumably there's only like 3 regions per run. Considering that took 20 minutes just for me to clear 1, I wouldn't recommend more than 3. Unless like the mechanics really change. And so to some degree, I actually wish this game was much more aggressive at just like scaling up. So it gives you a lot of rewards, but also increases the difficulty per combat or something like that. Just because there's not really a whole lot of reason to pace it out. Much better to just hand out like, you finish a fight, here's a 1 to 2 die faces, maybe a piece of equipment, maybe a consumable, or maybe even a monster. And next fight, same thing, but it's harder. But it has more rewards at the end, so by the end of even the first region, you have kind of a build going, you have some decent options, but you get to the next region, then it's just like, hey, but what if you threw it all out for something better? And it keeps kind of confronting you with those options. I think that would be a much more powerful version of this, and maybe that's just me being impatient. My big fear is always just kind of the ramp up, because you want a feeling of exponential growth where you start low and go high, but you don't want it to take too long, because if it takes too long, then it's kind of boring. Because really, like, I would almost sit down and do another run of that, except for the only thing that is going to change is that 1 monster I have, and maybe like, what, 3-4 die faces, and some equipment, and that's kind of rough, because unless this game has really heavy meta progression, you really don't want your first, the first zone in one of these games to be virtually identical every single time, because that's going to get really boring, like really fast. I don't know, that's really the only problem I had with Dicefolk so far. Everything else about it was really cool. I liked the fact that you could actually control the enemy monsters. You had no choice in what they were doing, but you had a choice in how they did it, and I thought that was really cool, and I want to see that played out further, because it feels like there's a lot of like really fine-tuned gameplay and strategy you can pull off with that, in a way that I don't think I've really seen in another roguelike. And also the different monster abilities and whatnot seems like they'd be pretty cool, and I'm curious to see where that goes. But for now, at least, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new demos every single day for the next month or so, then hit subscribe, because I've got a ton of demos to check out as part of the next fest. And of course, if you want to play this one, it's available on Steam right now, so go give it a shot. But with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. My cadence there was weird.